I'm the Dean of the Graduate School of Design at Harvard. I'm an architect by training, but a lot of my work has focused on issues of landscape and the intersection between urbanization and landscape, or urbanization and territory. One of the areas of research that I've been directly involved with is called ecological urbanism. I essentially developed this as a particular theme to look at the intersection of ecology and urbanization, which is by itself a kind of oxymoron, because ecology is often about, in a way, preserving things, and urbanization is about consumption and using things in order to create urbanization. Part of the excitement of this region is that we have three different types of landscapes, and the combination of these, where some of them can be agricultural, some of them are nature reserves, and then the way in which the city itself, as a very small city within a very large kind of territory, operates, means that the intersection between the so-called rural and the urban is important. We have to figure out alternative ways in which we can really think about questions of landscape, but also about social, political, economic structures at the same time. And these kinds of tensions that often fall between different disciplines are very interesting. How do we really think about the future city, future urban areas, in a way that is also part of a project of sustainability, but also being responsible to the planet? And I think some of those themes, of course, are very relevant to the LUMA Foundation, to AL, to the way in which we think about the future of the territory. But the main reason I'm here is also because of the way that we are creating this collaboration between Harvard and the LUMA Foundation, and the way that Maya Hoffman and I have been working together. So it didn't necessarily start with my own personal research, but really with my role as the dean of the school and trying to organize this investigation together as part of a 3-year investigation with LUMA. How do we think differently, and what do we need to be able to think differently? And also, what could be the nature of our contribution to society or to the built environment? The idea is to enhance the thinking or research of the academy, and at the same time make sure that the academy has a relationship to society that is productive. And therefore we are participating, we're engaging with communities around the world, and here with LUMA we have developed this concept of regenerative empathy as a way to talk about the concept of interdependence or togetherness and collaborations between humans and non-humans, about ourselves and others. We will make exhibitions like we have done now here, publications, conferences, creating maybe sometimes apps or some forms of social media interaction. All of those things are also about taking the knowledge outside of the institution or outside of LUMA, outside of Harvard, to really be able to communicate with the society more broadly, both in this region and beyond. So we want to think about the future of the region in a way that is integrated, that people will work together. And when we think about nature, geography, and animals are all part of the way in which we have this kind of collaborative, hopefully there would be reciprocities, there would be shared relationships, how to construct, in some ways, the future of the region, which also would mean that the citizens of AL would need to be, we would wish for them to be engaged in this project, to feel like part of the project.